Malcolm Clark, Wilburn Roberts, John Whitaker. 3 young men, teenagers really, fresh out of high school, that were killed on December 7th, 1941 at Pearl Harbor. 3 young men who had just graduated from Pollock High School. Now make no doubt about it, they died in defense of our constitutional rights, including the Second Amendment. But let's also understand they died as the result of a despicable act of cowardice, and also because we were not prepared to defend ourselves. Now, unfortunately, we still have cowards in this world who would seek to harm our families and steal our property. And our most basic right, not as Americans, but as individuals, is the right to defend ourselves. We've got a federal penitentiary in my district. Almost every single week, we're catching cartel members smuggling contraband into the prison. One of my best friends lives near the prison. They've got photographs of cartel members walking through the yard, trying to smuggle contraband into the prison. I appreciate what Representative Willard is doing, but if this becomes law, my friend's grandchildren, I guess, are going to have to break open a lock case or bypass a trigger guard or whatever that even is, while the cartel members are breaking into the house. The government does not have the right to come into our homes and infringe upon our constitutional rights. What other constitutional rights do we need to be regulating within our homes? I can tell you, probably a lot more damage done in this world, in this country, from hateful things that kids are taught in their homes. Why don't we regulate speech? Why don't we regulate what people are taught inside their homes? Wouldn't this be a better place? Well, yeah, but you know what? There's this little thing called freedom that is enshrined in our Constitution. No matter how well-intentioned this legislation is, colleagues, let's not take away a constitutional right because some parents are irresponsible. And finally, let's not allow the sacrifice of these 3 young men, those brave soldiers mentioned earlier today, let's not let that sacrifice be in vain. Let's realize that our founding fathers enshrined these rights in the Constitution for a reason. The slightest infringement on those rights is a bad thing, and we don't need to be participating in that. So I would ask that you vote against this bill. Thank you.